In order for these partnerships to be successful, first and foremost, I think it's important to portray to the strategic alliance partner, in this case we'll say the CPA, the value of the advisor. So I would describe to the CPA as a third party sitting in that meeting that the advisor is a marketing machine that has hundreds of households. Every single household that they have could benefit by having their tax returns audited by a CPA or having their property and casualty policies audited by a property and casualty firm. And I'd go on without identifying specifically that it was the advisor I was referring to, and I'd say, Mr. or Miss CPA, can you tell me how valuable would it be if you had a marketing partner that could deliver 3 or 4 clients with their documents in hand every month for you to review and assess whether or not you could add value? And we'd actually quantify that. I'll give you an example with an estate planning firm. We'd ask a lawyer, when you help a client update their wills and trusts and powers of attorney, what's that engagement typically worth? And then that attorney would identify a number, $3,000. So if someone could bring a client with documents in hand, ready to engage you, and you had 3 or 4 of those every month, that would represent $10,000 to $12,000 of potential revenue. How much would you be willing to compensate that marketing consultant? What we ended up doing was, during those meetings, once we identified that the CPA and the advisor in fact wanted to partner, we'd ask the CPA and the advisor to grab their calendars and for the next 6 to 12 months, block out a visit at each other's office every single month. When you, Mr. or Miss CPA, come to our advisor's office, they're going to have 3 or 4 files on their desk. They will have already pre-qualified their clients and called in advance. And when you're there, they will actually schedule the appointments for you with the client so that you can go out having reviewed their tax return and comment on areas that you might be able to make improvements. What we asked the CPA for in return was to have 3 or 4 files on their desk that were pre-qualified, that they would actually call the client on behalf of the financial advisor and allow the advisor to go out and comment on the statements and perhaps the risk embedded in the client's portfolio and maybe any gaps that might exist in the client's financial planning. So that commitment between the third party and our advisor every month to schedule meetings and to make introductions to prospective clients and actually schedule those appointments resulted in the follow-through that led these engagements to be successful.